Hello, namaste everybody. Hope everybody has a good tea break. So now we're going to be starting our first panel discussion. We have three remarkable climbers with us, and through the sessions, we're going to be talking about the challenges they face and their message for the youth as well. So without any further ado, I want to first introduce our panelists to you all. On my left, firstly, I would like to welcome Miss Dabuti Sherpa. She is the chief entrepreneur of Mitini Café and Mitini Coffee Academy. From her coffee academy, she has since graduated thousands of students each session. Apart from that, she's also a social worker and has been promoting and advocating for Nepali agriculture and women entrepreneurship. More than that, if you in her free time, you can find her scaling or climbing Mount Everest and among other peaks as well. Her recent climb was on Manaslu on May 9, and thank you, Ms. Dabuti. We're so welcome to have you here. Thank you. Please, a big round of applause for her, please, guys. Next, I would like to welcome you all to Miss Adriana Brownlee. She's the founder of AGA Adventure and the youngest woman to climb the 7 summits. I've heard she's also a certified paraglider. And apart from that, now that she's here, we really hope that we can get some inspiring notes and different perspective from her side as well. And on the far right, we have Mr. Phurba Tenzing Sherpa. Well, most of us really know the people apart from our boxes, but Mr. Phurba Tenji Sherpa is a 17 times Everest Summiteer. He's a lead climbing guide, and he's a far more experienced person to be on the mountain with. Thank you, Phurba Tenji Sherpa, for being with us today.
Thank you.
So, talking a bit about the panel discussion and the thing we're going to be talking about, firstly, I would like to thank the Everest Alliance Nepal for organizing such a wonderful session. And we really hope this session can teach a lot to us students of mountaineering and to the future people who are thinking about sustainable mountain practices and also on the future of climate change. That discussion is going to be held on the next panel discussions. Ms. Dabuti Sherpa just highlighted the physical issues faced by women in mountaineering. Apart from that, she's also raised issues that one should not try to reach for higher goals without proper practice, without learning the ropes together. Thank you so much, Ms. Dabuti Sherpa. Now, coming back to Adriana. So, you have founded your AGA Adventure, an expedition company. So, at the same time, I think the government of Nepal has issued new regulations to be imposed from September 21. So, as an expedition company, what are your views on the new mountaineering regulations imposed, which include raising the royalty, I guess? And apart from that, having climbed all the big 14s, what do you wish to see improve in the climbing community in Nepal and abroad?
I think it's a very important thing to talk about, the new regulations that are coming in. And there's a few sides to it. There's a positive and a negative side, I believe, especially when it comes to having to climb a 7,000 meter peak and also raising the royalty fees. I believe that we need some restrictions on Everest because there are too many people, but not only that, there are too many inexperienced people. And the queues that are formed on Everest, not because of the amount, but because of the inexperience. And people get stuck, they get nervous, they don't know what to do, they don't have experience to push themselves through difficult parts on the mountains. And it's extremely important that people do have that because that's what's causing the major problems. However, I think 7,000 meters needs to be lowered to 6,000 meters as the kind of threshold before climbing Mount Everest. If I took a novice climber from any country and said, go and climb a 7,000 meter peak, I think it's more dangerous than climbing Everest itself. Everest has the safety net. Everest has lots of Sherpas and guides there to support you. It's a commercialized expedition, whereas a lot of the 7,000 meter peaks of the world are almost untouched. There's very, very few people and companies and groups that go to those mountains. So bringing a new climber to them, I think, is more dangerous than sending a new climber to Everest. So I please request you to bring it down to 6,000 meters. I believe that a climber who has gone over 6,000 is ready for a mountain like Everest, as long as they've done extra skills at home as well and developed them. Bringing them to a 7,000er straight away is still very dangerous. There's not much difference between a 7,000er and an 8,000er. In terms of the royalty fee, I would love to see where this extra $4,000 is going. Is it going to the Sherpas for their insurance? Is it going to support the community? Is it going towards garbage collection? I would love to see where that's going, because it's a huge amount of money extra that's going to the government, wherever it's going, and we don't see where that goes. So I would please ask you and request you to put that to a good place, to save our mountains and the Sherpas and the community who risk their lives to bring people to the summit every year. I think, yeah, probably already answered that, but mirroring as well what Dawa said, to people to have the right experience, to be more support for our Sherpas overall. And yeah, I think I'm going to just repeat myself, so I'll leave it to the next question.
Thanks so much. Again, on the risky note, on the risky side of Everest, I would like to touch that with Mr. Phurba Sherpa, who has been a leading climbing guide for on Everest and other mountains as well. So, for Mr. Phurba, what is the main cause of fatalities on the mountain, either be it on Everest or across? And being a lead guide, you have to be a crucial decision maker on certain situations as well. So how do you differentiate the line between pushing on towards the summit or calling the mission off? And how do you coordinate that with your team and with your clients as well?
माउन्टेनियरिङमा डिफिकल्टिजको कुराहरू गर्दा चाहिँ अब पहिलाको तुलनामा अहिलेको यो जमानामा चाहिँ धेरै राम्रो छ भनौँ न। टेक्निकल्ली शेर्पाहरू माउन्टेन गाइडहरू छन् हाम्रो नेपालमा टन्नै, इक्विपमेन्टको कुराहरू, वेदर रिपोर्टको कुराहरूमा राम्रो छ। तर पहिलाको र अहिलेको उसमा चाहिँ अलिकति सेफ्टी हिसाबमा चाहिँ अहिलेको मोमेन्टमा राम्रो छ। तर माथि गइरहेको अहिले पनि मान्छे मरिरहेको चाहिँ प्रब्लम चाहिँ के हो त भन्दाखेरि कति कुराहरू त केयरलेसली हो, बिना शेर्पा जाने, बिना अक्सिजन जाने। अनि कति कुराहरू चाहिँ अब जबरजस्ती भनौँ न, इगो प्रब्लम हैन, म जसरी नै सब्मिटमा जान्छु भन्ने प्रब्लमहरू। यसपालि हामीले देखिएको 3-4 जनाको डेड बडीहरू क्याम्पमा मङ्गोलियन के अरे मैले उसको एकजनाको डेड बडी चाहिँ हामीले देख्दा चाहिँ अलिकति केयरलेस नै हो जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई। अब त्यो शेर्पाको केयरलेस हो कि न उसको आफ्नै केयरलेस हो थाहा भएन, तर हामीले डेड बडी हेर्दा चाहिँ अनि एलोभेनको मुनि एउटा इन्डियन बितेको थियो, त्यो पनि त्यो चाहिँ अब सब्मिट गरेर अलिकति टायर्ड भएर नै बितेको छ। अब पहिलाको जस्तै अब एकैचोटि यसरी ठुलो प्रब्लम चाहिँ छैन, तर स्टिल सानो मिस्टेकहरूले गर्दा चाहिँ मान्छे बितिरहेको छ भनौँ न माथि।
त्यही सन्दर्भमा सर, हजुरकै आफ्नो एक्सपिरियन्समा तपाईँ अब लिडिङ गाइड भएको नाताले हजुरको जब मिसनको अब माथि अब क्याम्प 4 तिर माथि पुग्दाखेरि होला, हिलर स्टेपको तल पुग्दाखेरि होला, अचानक कुनै केही कारणले गर्दाखेरि, कुनै कार्यवशले गर्दा कि त पुश गर्नुपर्ने अवस्था वा पुल ब्याक गर्नुपर्ने अवस्था हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो बिचको डिसिजन्सहरू चाहिँ तपाईँले कसरी लिनुहुन्छ भनेर?
त्यसमा चाहिँ अब हामीले क्लाइम्बिङ गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि म्यानेजमेन्ट फुल प्रिपेयर हुनुपर्छ हैन। अब क्याम्प 4 मा पुगिसकेपछिको कुरा चाहिँ अब अलिकति अक्सिजनको म्यानेजमेन्टमा कुरा आउँछ। तर क्याम्प 3 क्याम्प 2 भन्दा पनि माथि त्योभन्दा अगाडि नै बिमारी भयो भने चाहिँ हामीले माथि लाने कुरा आउँदैन, उसलाई तुरुन्तै तल फर्काउनु पर्ने हुन्छ।
Thank you so much, Mr. Phurba Sherpa. Phurba Sherpa just highlighted the main issues that do cause problems, for not just for the clients, but for the whole Sherpa team as well. One of them could be the ego behind the climb. One of them could be the lack of oxygen in thin weather, or one of them could be the use of no support staff during their climb as well. Again, I would like to highlight that Mr. Phurba Sherpa just highlighted that while infrastructures and safety has increased on Everest, certain reasons still do cause deaths, and those needs to be addressed either from the policy side or either from the expedition side as well. Thank you so much for Mr. Phurba Sherpa. Now that we don't have much time left, so we are coming to almost the last ending of the session, but I would like to take it a little bit faster than what the pace we've been going through. So coming back to Miss Dabuti Sherpa again. Um, for women, what steps should the mountaineering community take to make it more accessible for them as well? And what would your message to the young women who want to climb their own mountains be? I'll have to repeat that for you. Thank you. Answer.
Thank you again. Actually, for the women's Sherpa, in the Sherpa community, people mostly tell that like Sherpa and Sherpini people are climbing mountain easily. I'm not going to say that. Actually, Sherpa is not only the ethnic group. Sherpa are the leader of mountain and heroes of mountain. Everybody knows that. But especially for the Sherpini people and for the women, it's very challenging actually. So that's why, like, to become a mountaineer, to become a mountain leader, or to become a trekking guide. So we have to know and we have to learn many things about that. And for the challenge, it's very challenging. So that's why, if in the future, youth wants to come in the mountain or women want to come in the mountain. So I learn to more, and physically, mentally, and financially, we have to be strong. And physically, actually, if you want to climb mountain, if your friend wants to climb the Mount Everest, and don't make a plan without knowing anything, I can go maybe easily. Don't think that. Mountain is very risky. I already told you that. So before that, I want to suggest that we have many more than 1,200 mountain, 6,000 above mountain, and 7,000 above mountain, more than 90s, and 8,000 above mountain, more than 8,000 peaks in the Nepal. So that's why try to climb 6,000. After that, step by step, you climb 7,000, and after try to reach the 8,000 peak. So it will be easy for the achieve the goal. So mountain is not saying that girls and boys and not avoiding for the women. So that's why we can climb the mountain. So prepare first. I want to say that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Davuti. She just mentioned that mountaineering is not a gender-specific sector anymore. It is both for men and women alike, whether you like it or not. And thank you, Ms. Davuti Sherpa, for proving what you have done and accomplishing what you have done so far. So coming back to Adriana again, as we all know, you're the youngest to climb the 14 peaks, and you've already climbed several peaks as well other than that. So what is your next big climb? What is the next big thing that you're hoping to achieve? And what is your message to youths who are looking to scale similar goals as you going forward?
Next big climb, I don't know yet. I haven't planned that far ahead, but what I would love to do is, like the Sherpas, the guides in our company, AGA, they're the backbone of everything. So I would love to help them grow and develop their skills, and maybe together we'll do an unclimbed peak together in Nepal. That's our ultimate goal, so we can bring them out. And all of them are passionate about mountaineering. It's not just a job for them. So to give them that opportunity would be really cool and exciting. And then in terms of other people who want to start mountaineering, my advice would be to research and prepare properly about the mountains. Nowadays with social media, with phones and everything looks so easy. People just see the highlight of what everyone's done, maybe the summit photo or happy moments, but they don't see the grit and the hard work and the determination and the journey that leads up to those amazing moments. And I think people are clouded by that, and they think, oh, climbing Everest is easy, or any other mountain is super easy, but it's not. It's still a mountain, it's still in the death zone, it's the world's highest peak. It's not easy, So I really hope that people take that into consideration and really plan and prepare their journey, do proper training, do some 6,000 meter peaks, get ready altitude-wise and skill-wise, and then you can be ready to conquer any mountain that you want.
Thank you so much, Ms. Adriana. Just coming back to Mr. Phurba again, I would like to ask someone who has just been to Everest and just returned to Kathmandu just in the last few days. I mean, what has been the notable changes you've noticed from your most recent climbs in Everest?
माउन्टेनमा अब चेन्जिङ भनेको त अब एकदमै जस्तै लास्ट इयरको एक्सपिरियन्स गर्नुपर्दा आमा डाब्लाङमा हिउँ नभएर पानी नभएको अवस्था होइन आइल्यान्ड पिकमा पानी नभएको हिउँ नभएको अवस्था अब यस्तै पारा हो भने एभरेस्टको पनि पछि फ्युचरमा समस्या यही नै देखिरहेको छ भनौँ न गत 18 वर्षको उसमा अन्तरमा यो बेस क्याम्पको ग्लेसियरहरू मुभिङ भएको देख्दा ठुलो बिग चेन्ज भएको छ भनौँ न.
So apart from the climate change को जस्तो इश्यूजहरू भए त्यो अब त्योभन्दा बाहेक अर्को कुनै हाम्रो क्लाइम्बिङ कम्युनिटीमा कुनै त्यसकै सेक्टरहरूमा कुनै चेन्जेसहरू पनि देख्नु भएको छ?
अब क्लाइम्बिङ सेक्टरमा अब यङ शेर्पाहरूको एकदमै घटेर गएको छ. पछि अब यही माउन्टेनियरिङमा यस्तै प्रब्लम हो भने ग्लोबल वार्मिङको मात्रै प्रब्लम होइन कि यङ शेर्पाहरूको पनि कमी देखिरहेको छ भनौँ न.
So just to interpret what Mr. Phurba said, he said that over the course, just because he was just coming down from the mountain, he has seen changes in the snow line in Amadablam, and he also says that it is said to be similar on Everest in the coming years as well. Another issue, crucial issue he mentioned is the lack of youth Sherpas in this field, saying that they are not interested in the field anymore and they're moving abroad for better opportunities. So that's a key takeaway from this highlight. Now, since we're almost going to at the end of session, I have the last questions for each one of our clients, each one of our panelists. So I just want to ask one each question, and you're going to be answering me on one sentence, and just to make it quick, just to make it go through. So coming back to Miss Dabuti again. So since you're a mountaineer, and if you could have lunch with any mountaineer from past or present, who would it be? Anybody you like.
Question was very tough, no? So that's why here's more than 200-300 climbers. So that's why I don't want to make them. But in the one sentence, actually, I want to choose Adri. She's the female, and I want to. I know I have to respect for her because she's from the UK and she climbed all like 8,014 peak mountain. I inspired by her also. So there's I just climbed Mount Makalu this time within 1 week. I just submitted Mount Makalu last week. So that's why I want to go with her.
Well, you could have had lunch with her in the next few hours as well. But anyways, thank you for your answer. So coming back to Adriana, can you share something that nobody here knows about you?
About me?
Yeah.
Maybe that I'm a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo.
Sorry?
Second-degree black belt in Taekwondo.
She's a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo.
I don't know what else to say.
Not just in the mountains, she's better in the ring as well, people. So again, coming back to Mr. Phurba, apart from mountaineering, what would be the next profession you really want to work towards?
अब राइट नाउ त माउन्टेनियरिङमा नै इन्जोय भएर छ होइन अब फ्युचरमा छान्नु पर्दा अब बिजनेसम्यान
हजुर केमा
बिजनेसम्यान
businessman. So if he was not in the mountaineering field, he would have certainly gone for business. Mr. Phurba Tenji Sherpa, another entrepreneur, another business owner. Thank you so much. So again, coming back to Mr. Dabuti Sherpa, is there a mountain that you'd like to climb next?
Of course, I like to go mountain because I'm here because of the mountain. I want to go Loche.
So she wants. So do you have any plans to win, or do you just want to scale Lhotse in your mind? Yeah. Thank you so much. So coming back to Mr. Phurba and Miss Adriana Brownlee, I think so much of us missed so many things that you were saying. So what is your message to youths who are looking to get into the mountaineering sector? And I would like to convey this question to both of you. Thank you.
The message to youth getting in. I'm going to repeat myself so many times, but just prepare, research, just get ready for the journey that you're about to go on. If you're going to get into high altitude mountaineering, make sure that financially you have the means. It's a very expensive sport. I hope that one day it doesn't get more expensive, it gets cheaper, because the mountains should be accessible to everyone. Mountains are part of nature, but of course there's a price to pay. But yeah, make sure that you're financially able, whether you need sponsorship, make sure that you work hard to get that sponsorship. Just be persistent. Hard work and persistence always pays off in life. And if it's your true dream, then just keep going for it. And another piece of advice is always go and choose a good guide who has experience and who has certifications on the mountain. Please don't pay a cheap price for the mountaineering for 8,000 meter peaks, because with that cheap price are going to come some negative side effects, not enough oxygen, not enough preparation, a guide who's maybe never summited before. So please don't do that, okay? I know it's tempting to pay $25,000 for Everest, but it's not right. Also, they can't pay the salary for the Sherpa with $25,000. So don't get tempted by that. I know it's expensive, but it's the way to do it.
I would like to ask the same questions to Mr. Phurba and Sherpa. So what would your one message be to the youths who are looking to get into the mountaineering sector as well?
अब विदेशीको लागि मेसेज त विदेशीले नै दिइहाल्यो। अब हाम्रो शेर्पा कम्युनिटीको शेर्पाको लागि चाहिँ जति हिमाल चढ्नुमा मजा छ त्यसमा अरू काममा मजा छैन हैन। तर अब यङ शेर्पाहरू पनि आउनु पर्यो। तर अब अहिलेको यो उसमा चाहिँ अब हामीसँग धेरै एजुकेसनको डोरहरू ओपन छ भनौँ न। नेपाल जस्तै अब एनएमएले ट्रेनिङ दिन्छ, एनआइएमएले ट्रेनिङ दिन्छ हैन। ट्रेनिङहरू अलि लिएर हिमालको रिसर्च अलिकति हिमालको बारेमा बुझेर माउन्टेनियरिङमा आउँदा चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्छ।
Thank you so much, Mr. Phurba Sherpa. Coming to the end of our panel discussions, I want to conclude with the remarks of our three remarkable panelists that we had here. Ms. Dabuti Sherpa highlighted that practice and learning about any challenge before undertaking them is crucial for success. Going back to Adriana, Miss Adriana highlighted some major issues and her concerns regarding the upcoming regulations that will be imposed by the government from September onwards. The increase in climbing royalties, the increase in climbing royalties for Sherpas as well, and the threshold for climbing Mount Everest, which is going to be increased to 7,000 meters going forward. So I think the government and the policymakers really has to dig in before they come up with any integrated policies for the mountaineering sector if they don't know much about it, or they really need to look into what the main crucial issues are and who the community they are here to serve as. And Mr. Phurba Sherpa, he highlighted the main issues that are not only in the mountaineering sector, but also in the climate phases as well. Many of our youths are not in the climbing sector anymore. Most of our Sherpas are not in this climbing sector anymore. They're looking for other jobs, other opportunities that are far more easier and less risky than mountaineering itself. And not just that, he also highlighted the main fatality concerns that have been taken on Everest, and that is the main cause of loss of lives on the Everest. So with that, I would really like to thank you all for the time taken to hear our panel discussion. Let's give a big round of applause for our three remarkable panelists. Thank you so much.